I don't need to repeat myself. You get what I'm saying? I don't need to repeat myself. Whenever I bring a word and I start to laugh, you know that it is time to shame devil. It is time for us to do what to. It's a prophetic word. Hey, sometimes people don't realize that our God can never be deceived. They thought as they deceived my father, maybe they deceived my father to buy coconut, whereby my father was thinking to buy malt, and they deceived me buy coconut. And he reached out, and my mom said, "No, I don't need coconut." My father shamefully go back and buy what? The malt, the money that he's supposed to use to bless. Imagine. Example they give you. I'm giving you example. So guess what? It is what you desire, you will always get. What you desire is always get. Guess what? There will be the receiver of the misfortune planted for you, fallen now the pit made for you. Hey, I'm sure someone have understand. Let me talk small. Let me speak small. So the issue is that they are going to fall into the pit which they dig for you. The misfortune. When we talk about misfortune, disappointment, frustration, people always caused all these things. Listen, it was recorded in the story, in the history of Esther, that when king was about to bless and find favor in the eyes of men, people were saying, "Who will king find favor?" And this man called Haman said, "Who else? It's me now. It's me God is going to give that right. It's me God is going to favor. It's me king is going to do this for, do that for." So he was expecting God, king, to favor them. And he decided to dig a pit for Esther, which is called misfortune. But suddenly, the same pit he digged for them, that is where they led him. So this thing, the misfortune that the enemy set against you, the misfortune the enemy set to bring you down, the misfortune which the enemy have planted, they are now falling into it. Imagine, wonder can never and have never end. Wonder can never end. Imagine the misfortune which they set for you, which they set to do to hurt you, is now working against them. That is why I tell you, if my dad decide, let me say for example, my dad and my mom, I know how to out there. That is why I always pray to have someone like my mom. I get why. You get why. Sometimes there are some people you will ask, "Do you wish to marry someone like your mom?" Some of them will do what? Will be dull to say it. So I always pray to have someone like my mom. Because that one they said, house domestic violence. I've never experienced that. Not in my life, not in my brothers, my uncles. I have never experienced it. Someone beating a lady, I have never. That is the prayer I always pray. May God give me someone like my mom. It's a prophetic word. No place like home. Before God will bless a home, He will find out what is going on, how you treat your wife. If you mistreat your wife, a man, you may end up being broke for the rest of your, because women are the ego of men. So I know that sometimes they misbehave. I know that sometimes they act in a way that it's supposed, but don't you raise your hand on woman. I don't support that. It's not good. Only a man of low self-esteem can raise up his hand. When you have many things to think, you are using your hand to beat up a woman. So listen, the misfortune that they set against you is now against them. Imagine. So the reason why I always pray to have someone like my mom is because she's too caring, she's too lovely, she's too nice. There are many things that I always pray, and there are many reasons why I always pray to have her. When you have some parents who are there with you, who train you up in the ways of the Lord. You will always pray also to have such wife that will lead you to train up your children in the same lineage. So the evil that they set against you is now working against them. Imagine, wonder have never end, and it can never end. So the misfortune they said, they plotted, they were hoping it will manifest. They are now watching you, manipulating, monitoring you. When it will occur, it suddenly appear among them. If my mom and my dad watch this video, I know they will totally call me. I know that they will call me, what are you up to, this boy? The same character you have at home, laughing and thinking that the world is made upon you. And that is the same thing you are bringing out to social media. You boy. That time my daddy always tell me, you coconut head. Because anytime they are cooking, I always watch the head, how many head of fish they are cutting. I don't think about the meat or the head of fish. I was brought up with head of fish. Don't think it's a joke, or it's not a joke. I'm telling you in reality, I love head of fish even till now. So what as I have been saying, the evil, the misfortune they set against you, God in his influence is returning back to sender. They are now what? Frustrated. The misfortune who they plotted against you, who they set to bring you down, who they set to destroy you, all of them become in vain. Why? Because your hands are pure. Why? Because you are a chosen, you are unique and special. You are the apple of God's eyes, and they think that they can do and undo. My brother, don't greet for second time. You get why? Because you cannot let someone to be suffering and you are expecting them to greet you. Meaning, what they are passing through is what they have been expecting you to pass through. And now they are passing through and you are greeting them. It's like you are pouring charcoal. You are trying to run. And if eventually you try to do what? To greet them 2 times, second times, and they pursue you. My brother, if you meet me, all of us will continue the race. Okay, you are expecting that I will wait to fight. No. The moment I see you coming from afar, I know what is going on. My brother, I will hold my 2. You see it? I will hold my 2 slippers. We continue the race. We see who will run. So this is all I have for you, brothers. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe, because God have put the enemy into shame, that what they plotted for evil against you is now working against them. God is good. God can never be deceived. You can deceive me, but you can't deceive my God. So remain blessed, bros. Remain blessed, guys, and have a blessed week. Today is the first week, so you are blessed. Believe me, you are blessed.